And meanwhile, you can confirm me once again. Is my screen clearly visible? And do you have any issues with my audio? Okay, fine. Thank you for confirming. So yes, the recording has started. Okay, now I am going to disable the chat for a few minutes, and after that I will enable it again. Okay. So thank you for confirming once again. Now let us begin our today's class. So I am going to create a new folder here called as day 25. And let me open my VS Code. All right, in the last class, I told that today first I am going to discuss about eval function. After that, let us discuss about list comprehension. And additionally, I will explain about ID function in Python. And finally, let us do our project. Okay, so our project is regarding strong password generator software. We are going to design a software today. Okay, so first let me create a file called as others.py. Why? Because in this file, I am going to explain you about eval function, list comprehension, and after that ID function in Python. Okay. So yes, first let us discuss about eval function. So this eval is a built-in function in Python. Okay. So why do we need this function? So this function is used to evaluate string-based expressions. Okay. Like always, listen to my words for a few minutes carefully. Don't lose your concentration. You will understand all the concepts clearly. All right. So now let us begin. So first we are going to discuss about eval function. So what is meant by function? It is a block of code used to do a specific job, right? So eval is a built-in function whose job is to calculate a expression. Okay. So what is meant by expression here? So anything like 10 plus 9 by 5 into 9. So this is called as expression. Similarly, x plus y plus 2z. So this is also expression, right? So these are all expressions. So if you want to calculate expressions like this in Python, then you can use eval function. So here the basic definition will be, it is used to evaluate, that stands for eval. So it is used to evaluate string based expressions. So what does this mean by string? So basically to this eval function, we pass a string as argument. Okay, so now whatever the expression which is present inside that string, it will be calculated. So I will show you how it will work. So first I am going to pass expression like this. So x plus 2y plus, I am saying 2y means I am multiplying here 2 into y plus z by 5, something like this. Okay, so for this first I need to declare these variables, right? So I am going to calculate this expression now. So in order to calculate this expression, I need values for x, y, and z. Why? Because I am taking three variables here, so that's the reason. So x equal to 10, y equal to 15, z equal to 20. All right, so now I have values for x, y, and z. If I say print eval of and string, why? Because this eval function takes a string argument. All right, now inside this string I am going to copy and paste my expression. Okay, this is a random expression which I took. So like this, if you have any requirement, I mean you need to calculate any string based expressions like this, means for that you can use this eval function. So this eval function will evaluate string based expressions. So let me run this, I will get the output. So I am waiting for the output. You can see here I got 44.0. Now you know how to calculate expressions, right? So we have this basic rule in mathematics called DMAS, where first we need to perform division in expression. After that, multiplication. Next, addition and subtraction. Why am I telling this? Why? Because according to this order, we need to evaluate expression. So now what is the value of x? 10, right? So you can directly add 10 plus 2 here. So in this expression, first you need to complete the division part, which means first you need to calculate z by 5. Okay. So first you need to calculate division. After that, you need to complete the multiplication part. And finally, you need to perform addition. So here, my expression is something like this. So value of x is 10 plus 2 into the value of y is 15 plus z is 20, right? 20 by 5. So this is my actual expression. So I'm just replacing the variables with my values. That's it. Okay. So now first I need to perform division according to this DMAS rule. Okay. So what is 20 by 5? So 10 plus 2 into 15 plus. So 20 by 5 is 4.0. I am not performing floor division here. So if I divide 20 with 5, I will get floating point number like this 4.0. Now now again, what I should do? Now there is no division in my expression. So now I should perform multiplication. So 2 into 15. So 10 plus 2 into 15 is 30, right? So plus 4.0. Okay. Now there is no division and there is no multiplication. Only addition is remaining. So I can directly perform addition now. So what is 10 plus 30? 40. What is 40 plus 4.0? 44.0. So that's the reason why I got 44.0 as answer. So like this, if you want to evaluate expressions means that two string based expressions means you can use this eval function in Python. So this function will easily evaluate some long expressions. So you don't have to worry about all the calculations. You can directly pass the expression and it will evaluate for you. Okay, similarly, let me take a simple expression: a equal to 10, b equal to 20. You can say print eval of a plus b. So for this, I am going to get output as what is A, 10, and what is B, 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. Now let me run this. You can see here I got output as 30. So this is about eval function. It is used to evaluate string-based expressions in Python. Okay. So that's the thing about eval function. I hope you clearly understood this. Now, now let me comment out these print functions. Now let me explain about ID function. So this ID is also a built-in function. Similarly, this eval is also a built-in function. We can directly use these functions in our program. Okay, these functions automatically comes along with the installation of Python. Now, what is the use of this ID function means? It returns the address of a variable. Okay, now we know that whenever we are assigning some values to a variables, then those variables are stored in our memory. So if we want to find out in which memory location our variables are storing means, then we can use this ID function. So this ID function will return us the address of a variable. Suppose if I say a equal to 10, now whenever I print a, I will get output as 10. Why? Because in our Python interpreter is storing 10 in variable a at some memory location. Okay, so if you want to find out that memory location means you can use this ID function, and basically you have nothing to do with these memory locations. Basically they are random memory locations. At each time these memory locations may vary. It will not be same for all the variables. So the point is, basically if you want to check the address you can use this ID function, but again there is no use of it actually. If I say print ID of A and if I run this program once again, you can see here. So I got some random value 1407271, some random value. If I run this once again, you can see here I got some another value. So like this I with the help of this ID function, you can find the address of a variable. So this address can be anything. You don't have to worry about this address. You don't have to remember this address. But this is just a built-in function available in Python. So that's the reason why I'm explaining this to you. Okay. So if someone is asking you how to find the address of a variable in Python, then simply just say to them as with the help of ID function, we can find address of a variable in Python. Okay, that's the thing about ID function. Now finally, now we have list comprehensions. So instead of asking what is meant by list comprehension, a better question would be why do we need list comprehension? So that will be a better question. Why? Because this list comprehensions is not some special topic. So it is all about syntax. It is another method of declaring a list. That's it. We know how to declare list, right? So these list comprehensions are also another way of declaring list. So it's all about syntax only. So you can say it's a short syntax, or else you can say short form syntax for declaring a list. That's it. So for declaring list, we use list comprehension. It's not a separate topic like functions or object oriented programming, something like that. It is just a syntax, or else you can say short form syntax. So here, suppose consider I am having a requirement. Now LSC is my list name So initially this list is empty. I need to add all the numbers from 1 to 100 in this list. Okay, my requirement is I need to add all the numbers from 1 to 100 in this list. So what can I do? Of course, I can use a for loop. So simply I can say for I in range 1 comma 101. Why 101? Why? Because if I say 101, it will end at 100. We know about range function, right? So I am going to append that each step, lst dot append I. So I know that inside this for loop, the value of I is changing in each iteration. So initially it will be 1, after that it will be 2, and finally it will be 100. Now if I print lst, you can see here I got a list, and inside this list I am having numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, like this I can do. But the another method of doing this is we can use list comprehensions. So basically we will have a short syntax here like this. So let me take another list here. So again my variable name is lst, and syntax will be like this. So first variable name. So basically it can be anything. So variable name followed by list, and inside these list braces, I mean inside these square braces, we will declare a for loop. Okay, so I am going to say where in range arguments. That's it. So this is my syntax. So we know how to use for loop, right? We say for I in range 1 comma 101. This was our range here. For I in range 1 comma 101. So like this, have a look at the for loop which is present at line number 29. So basically, you can place this for loop inside the list itself. So that's the thing about list comprehensions. All right. Now here the main thing which you should remember is here you can see a variable called where. So this where should be equal to the variable name which is present after for keyword. So remember like this, the variable which is present before for keyword and after for keyword, it should be same. If I say for I in range, then here my variable name should be I. So that's the point which you should remember. The variable name before for keyword and the variable name after for keyword, they should be same. Okay, now let us do this. So I for I in range 1 comma 101. That's it. Now here you don't have to mention the colon anything. Okay, so this is your syntax. So here you can see my variable name is I inside this list. Okay, so I am using I as variable name. If I say Z, then here also I should specify Z. That's it. Okay, that's the point here. So like this, you can use a for loop inside a list itself. So it is called as list comprehension. It is a short form syntax for declaring a new list. So instead of creating a for loop, instead of using append function in a separate line, so you can basically do it in a single line itself like this. So inside your list itself, you can declare a for loop. Now if I print lst, here I don't need line number 35. Directly I can declare a list like this. Okay. Now if I print line number 36, you can see here again I got the same output. So this is the concept of list comprehension. So basically inside a list itself, you can declare a for loop. So that's the thing. Now suppose let's make one more thing. Here you want to add all the numbers from 1 to 100 only if they are odd numbers. Okay, so how can you do this? Or else only if they are even numbers. I don't want to add all the numbers from 1 to 100. I want to add only even numbers. For that I can use a if condition, right? So in case of this for loop, normally I can do like this. Normally I can say if I% 2 equal to 0, which means it will be even number. So if a number is divided with 2, and after dividing it with 2, if we are getting remainder as 0, means it is an even number. So suppose if I% 2 is equal to 0, then only perform the append operation. Otherwise, don't perform append operation. So with this, I will get all the even numbers from 1 to 100. Now let me run this. You can see here, this time I got only all the even numbers from 1 to 100. So basically, I got the numbers from 2 to 100. Okay, now can I use this if condition inside my list comprehension? Yes, of course, we can do that. So that's the reason why I took this topic. So LST equal to I for, so first I need to declare square braces, I for I in range 1 comma 101. So if I say like this, automatically all the numbers from 1 to 100 will be stored inside my list. But suppose if you want to add any extra condition, means after the range function, you don't have to specify any colon. Directly you can say if I% 2 equal to 0. That's it. So like this, you can directly specify a condition. So whatever the condition which you are specifying here after if keyword, you can specify that condition inside the list itself. Now if I print LST once again, let me print this. So let me clear the output. Let me run this once again. You can see here this time again I got the same output. So this is the concept of list comprehensions. It is basically a short form syntax for declaring a list. So if you want to declare a list with all the numbers, to be more specific, with all the even numbers from 1 to 100, then basically you can use this syntax. So first you need to specify a for loop, after that your range, followed by your if condition. Okay, and also the another point here is you cannot use else here, only you are allowed to use if condition. Okay, so that's a point which you should remember. So like this you can perform list comprehensions in Python. I hope you all clearly understood this point. It is basically a short form syntax for declaring list. So inside a list itself, you can declare a for loop and you can use a if condition also. So actually, the main thing is it is syntax, right? We can change this and it is not possible for anyone to explain what is happening here. Why? Because it is a syntax available in Python. So if we are following this syntax, mean we will get output. That's it. Similarly, while creating a function, I told you that in order to create a function, we use def keyword. And if someone is asking you, why do we use def keyword? Why should we use def keyword? Then simply we can't answer to those questions. Why? Because it is syntax. According to syntax, we should use that keyword if we want to define a function. That's it. Apart from that, no more questions. So similarly here also, this is the syntax which you should follow in list comprehensions. So with the help of this syntax, you can declare a list in a single line. So you can use a for loop and you can use a if condition in a same line itself. Okay. I hope you understood this point. And also let me show you one more interesting thing in Python. So here, so we know how to check whether a person is eligible to vote or not, right? So simply I'm going to take input as age from the user, right? Generally, how we will write? If age is greater than 18, print eligible. Otherwise, print not eligible. So like this, we generally write program. Now, if I run this, it is asking me for input. If I enter 20, you can see here I got eligible as answer. Okay, it is working properly. We know this program. But what if, I mean, can I write this entire if and else in a same line? Yes, of course, we can do that. Now, let me comment out this. So here, basically, you can declare a variable like this. I'm declaring a variable called eligibility. It can be anything. So you can declare any variable like ABC, STR. It's your wish. Variable name can be anything. Okay. Now here I am going to say eligible if age is greater than 18, else not eligible. Now if I print this variable, if I print this eligibility variable, so let me run this. If I enter age as 17, you can see here I got output as not eligible. So what is happening here? This time this if and else blocks are not getting executed. Why? Because I have commented out this if and else block. So I have declared a variable and inside this variable I am storing a string called eligible only if the age is greater than 18. Suppose if the condition is getting failed means else I am storing another string called not eligible. So what will happen here means if age is greater than 18 means then eligible string will get stored. Suppose if the condition here fails means not eligible string will get stored. So like this in the same line itself, you can use if and else condition. So here the main point is you don't have to use any kind of colon. So directly you can write like this. Basically, we don't have this kind of syntax in Java or C programming language. Only in Python we can do these kind of things. Yeah, that's why Python is a cool programming language. So I hope you are getting my point. So if you want any syntax for this, so variable equal to str1 if condition else str2. Now let me explain with the help of this syntax. So what is happening here? Suppose, so let me give some extra lines. Okay. Now this str1 will get assigned to my variable if the condition is true. Suppose if this condition is false means str2 will get assigned to my variable. Okay, that is what happening here. Similarly, now consider age is 21. Now 21 is greater than 18. Yes, true. So the condition is true. So this eligible variable, this eligible string is getting assigned to my variable. Suppose if the condition is false means then not eligible string will get assigned to my eligibility variable. So that is what happening here. Depending upon condition, you can choose which variable to assign to your string. Okay. So it can be anything. Now you can check for odd or even number. You can use the same logic to check whether a number is even number or odd number. All right. So if number person 2 equal to 0 means say here even, otherwise say here odd. That's it. So like that you can do. Okay, these are some of the simple syntaxes available in Python. This is the thing about list comprehension, where you can use a for loop and a if condition inside list itself. Similarly, in the same line, you can use if and else conditions to assign some value to a variable like this. So if the condition is correct means string 1 will get assigned to your variable, and if the condition is false means string 2 will get assigned to your variable. And here, if you have already learned C or Java programming language, means I think there is a concept called a ternary operator. We don't have anything like ternary operator in Python, but you instead of ternary operator, you can use this to do your job. Okay. So only the people of Java and C can understand what I am saying. Otherwise, you will not understand. It's fine. Just forget the concept of ternary operator. We don't have anything like ternary operator in Python. All right. So now let me comment on this. So with this, we completed some of the basics. Now let us create our software. So let me create a new folder here called as password generator. Okay, this is my folder name, and let me close my VS Code. And inside this folder, I am going to open my VS Code once again. So here I am going to create a Python file called as main.py. Again, file name can be anything. I am just creating as main.py. Okay. So let me select my interpreter. Now we are going to see how we can, first we will create a Python program. After that, we will convert that Python program into a software. Software is nothing but a exe file, right? So if you have a Python file, then if you are sharing that file to anyone, they can't run that file directly. Why? Because in order to run a Python file, we need to install Python interpreter software, right? On the day one, we have seen day one or day, I think on the day two, we have seen how to install Python software on Windows. So basically, they need to install that software to run a Python file. So suppose if they are sharing a exe file means, which means a software means they can directly execute that program. Or they can directly execute that software. They don't need Python installation in their laptop. So that's the point here. So first we are going to code a Python file. After that, we are going to convert that Python file into a software. All right. So first, we are going to create a strong password generator. So here basically the program will be simple. Now consider like this. I also don't know anything extra. I know only the things which you know. Okay, I know about modules, I know about functions, I know about classes and objects. That's it. Apart from that, I also don't know anything extra. I also don't know any extra modules. Okay. Now I am also like you only. So now I am going to start from the scratch. I have an idea in my mind. That's it. My idea is to create a strong password generator software in Python. So for that, I am having an idea. So first, let me tell my idea. So basically here, I am going to store all the characters inside a string. After that, I need to pick a random character in each iteration. So I will explain you. So my idea is, first thing is I will store all the characters inside a string. So I am going to say as pass chars. This is my variable name. And here I am going to store all the characters. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. After that, I am going to store all the capital letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. After that, I am going to store numbers. After that, I am going to store special characters. After that, I am going to store special characters. After that, I am going to store 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 characters. After that, I am Okay, I should not use double quotes. So fine, no issues. I am going to replace the double quotes with triple quotes now. We know that we can declare strings with the help of triple quotes also, right? So we can use either single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. It's up to us. So now here I declared a string. Inside my string, I am having all the alphabets, numbers, and special characters which are available on my keyboard. Okay. Now I am going to pick a random character and I am going to generate a strong password. So first I am going to take few inputs from the user. So first I am going to take here for what purpose he needs that password. Why? Because suppose today he is creating a password for consider for logging into his Amazon account. Now we need to store those passwords also in some file, right? So otherwise the password will be automatically vanished after completion of this program. So it is better to store this password also. So first we will ask him for which purpose he needs a password. After that we are going to take input as how many characters do he need. Maybe he or she needs 10 characters or 15 characters. If they need more security means maybe they need 20 characters. So depending upon their need, we are going to generate a password. Okay. After that, we will store those password in a file. Okay, that's what we are going to do in today's video. I mean today's class. So first question will be purpose. It is basically a variable name. It can be anything. I am going to take input from the user. I'm going to ask for which website or app you need password. And after that, I am going to take length of the password from him. So in integer format. So int of input, enter the length of password you want. Okay, now he will enter the for which website he needs password. After that, he will enter his length. Suppose if he is entering now here our job is we need to create a password.txt file and suppose if user is entering Amazon and then as input means our output should be something like this inside that file. Your password for Amazon is in the below line we will generate some strong password which is made up of 10 characters, something like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so these are 10 characters. We are going to suggest some strong password like this. Okay, so this is what we are going to do in the today's class. So like this, we need to store in the file. And of course, I am going, user may run this program for multiple times. So which means he will be generating passwords for so many websites. So we need to store all the passwords in a txt file. So which means I am going to open a text file in append mode. It will be better to use in append mode. Why? Because I need to write the passwords in the txt file. That's my first requirement. If I open that file in write mode means the previous contents of my file will get deleted. We know this. So that's the reason why I am going to open a text file in append mode. All right. So before opening that, what I should do. So I have taken the input from the user. Suppose if the user is entering 10 means I should, so first the thing is I need to choose a random character from this string. So okay, in this string I am having lot of characters, lot of special characters. Now first thing which I should do is I should choose a random character from this string called passchars. So how can I do that? So here you can go to Google and search as how to choose a random character from a string in Python. So here I got some methods. Let me open a website, any website. So they are saying that method one, use random.choice method. Okay, so what is this random.choice? So here we have some code. So they are importing a module called random. So look here. So my requirement was how to choose a random character from a string in Python. And I have just entered that requirement in the Google and I got some answers. So here we have a module called random. So which means we can now use this random module in Python. So do I have to remember about this random module? Of course, no. Do I have to remember all the methods which are available in random module? Of course, no. So I should search my requirement in the Google. That's what I should do. If I am searching my requirement properly, means definitely I will get the answer. So I need to look into any one website like this. So here now I don't know how to choose a random character from a string. So that's the reason why I have entered in the Google as how to get a random character from a string in Python. So I got some answers. I have entered into a first website. Now they are showing me that you can use a random module. So first you need to import random module. After that, here we have some string. And if they say random dot choice of given string, so given string is our variable name here. So basically, you can see here in the output it is returning t. So from the tutorial's point, it is returning t while they are executing. So it seems like with the help of this choice function, we can get a single character from a string. Okay. So now we are going to make use of this function. So the first step is we need to import random module. So I'm going to say import random. So after that, I need to take random character from this string, right? So I am going to say char equal to random dot choice. So my method name is choice. How I know? Because just now I have seen this. Just now I have seen that in this website. So they are using this choice function. So this choice function belongs to random module. So I am going to say random dot choice of my variable name is passchars. Okay, which means password characters. Now let me print char here. So I am going to disable this input statements. I just want to check the output. Okay. So let me run this. Name error, name print is not defined. Okay, spelling mistake. You can see here I got double quotes. So let me run this once again. This time I got 0. If I run this once again, you can see again I got double quotes. So at each time I am getting different characters. Okay. So also don't confuse with these double quotes here. It is basically uh, the path of my file. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. Now let me run this. You can see here I got L. Let me run this once again. I got H. If I run this once again, I got S. If I run this once again, I got 8. If I run this once again, I got capital P. Again, I got and character. So yes, my requirement is now fulfilled. So with the help of this choice function, I can get a random character from a string. Okay, now my requirement is fulfilled. Now what should I do? Suppose if the user is entering length as 10 means, I should execute this line number 16 10 times, right? So what can I do now? Of course, I know that we have a concept called loops. So now here I am going to use a for loop. So with the help of loop, I can execute a block of code again and again. Here I got a requirement. What was my requirement? I need to execute line number 16 multiple times depending upon the user's length. If the length is 15 means I need to execute line number 16 15 times. So what can I do for that? Simple, I can use a for loop. So that's what I am going to do here. Okay, I am going to say for I in range length, that's it. So length is my variable name here, and inside this for loop I am going to place this line random dot choice function. So it will get executed depending upon my length. Suppose if my length is 15 means this line will now get executed 15 times. So that's how for loop works, right? So now one more important thing here. Here I need to store the each and every random character which is getting generated. Okay. So at each iteration, this random dot choice function is generating a character. What I should do, I should store this character somewhere. Okay. So for that, I am going to declare an empty string here called as password. This password is initially it is an empty string. And to this string, I am going to append each and every random character. I am going to add each and every random character. And let me do one more thing. Let me remove these double quotes. And I don't want single quotes also in my password. Okay. Okay, that's it. Now I am going to say password equal to password plus my character. This char is my variable here, right? So what will happen in the first iteration? So this random dot choice function will return a random character, and we are basically adding that random character to our password string, and we are again assigning that string to our password variable. So in the second iteration, We are again generating a random character. Now consider the random character is p, and previously the random character was z. Now what was in the password? Z. And what is our new character? P. And we are adding z plus p, which means our password is now zp. Now again in the third iteration, what will happen? So it will generate a it will take a random character from my pass character string. So now consider the random character is and symbol. So what was my password now? ZP, right? PZ or ZP something. Now my character is and symbol. It will get added and again it will be stored inside my password string. So like this loop will continue, and after 10 or 15 iterations, depending upon my length, this loop will get terminated and I will get 15 random characters inside my password string. Okay. So successfully we have generated our password. Now let me print the password. Alright, so let me take inputs from the user. So I have uncommented line number 8 and 9. So let me run this program. So for which website? Amazon, something like this. Length of the password, if I enter 10, you can see here this time I got a password. Let me zoom in a little bit. So you can see here I got a strong password 2MNX question mark VHBWP. So basically it is not possible for anyone to crack these kind of passwords, right? So if you are using these kind of strong passwords in your websites during while creating accounts means your accounts will be more secure. Okay. So you can prevent yourself from cyber attacks these days, okay, with the help of these strong passwords. So like this, with the help of Python programming language, you can generate strong passwords. So what are we doing here? Now, if I run this program once again, I will get a new password. Why? Because I am using a random module here. Here my module name is random. And with the help of this random module, I am choosing a random character in each iteration. So these are my available characters. Okay, here I got my available characters. From these characters, I will get a random character in each iteration. So that's what happening here. Okay, I hope you understood how we are generating this password. Now, what we should do, we should create a file, right? So here I am going to create a file called passwords.txt. So here I am going to open this file in write mode. But before that, we know that the concept of file handling, right? So we use this open function, which is a built-in function available in Python to open files. And after that, we have seen that after opening a file, we need to close that file. So here if you don't want to close a file means we have another syntax for opening a file. So we have a concept called which statement. So this which statement will automatically take care of closing your file. Not only closing your file, it will take care of maintaining all your resources. So basically, after opening a resource, it will automatically take care of closing all those resources like your database connection, like your files, etc. Okay, so how can we use this? So here the syntax is with, as I am saying that it is a with statement. We are going to use this with keyword. After that, there will be our open function. Okay. After that, as variable name and colon. Now inside this with block, we are going to write some code. Now whenever you are coming out of this with block, then automatically your file will get closed. Suppose here you are opening a file called demo.txt means now inside this with block you can access that file. So once you are coming outside of the with block means now you cannot access this file. Why? Because it will be automatically closed by our Python interpreter. So that's the advantage of using with statement here. So with the help of this with block, the name of the keyword itself is with. So with the help of this with block, you can open any resources and you don't have to worry about closing those resources. It will be automatically closed by our Python interpreter. Okay. So it will be like a block. So similar to a functions, similar to a for loop block, this which is also a block available in Python. So first, let me open a file in normal mode. How we will do file equal to open. So my file name is passwords.txt. I'm going to open this file in append mode. After that, we will say file.close, right? And in the between file.open and file.close, we perform our operations. So with the help of this with statement, how can we do the same thing? So with open passwords.txt in append mode. Okay, I have successfully opened my file. After that, we need to use this as keyword for performing aliasing. So we are opening this file, and here after this as keyword, we need to mention our variable name. Here you can see at line number 33, I am taking variable name as file, right? So this variable name will be assigned here. Okay, here you can mention your variable name as file. Now you need to specify colon, and here you need to write your code. Okay, so this is the syntax of with keyword. So whatever the code which is present inside this with block, so inside this with block, you can perform all the operations on your file. Outside this with block, you cannot perform any kind of operations, and also you don't have to worry about closing the file. So instead of using these two lines, you can simply write it in a single line like this with open your file name as file. So after this as keyword, you will have your variable name, and with the help of this variable name only, you are going to access all the functions which are available in this open function. I have told you that this open is a built-in function available in Python. So it will return an object. So which means this file is now an object. This file variable is now an object. So with the help of this file variable, you can access all the methods which are present inside that object. So basically, what are those methods? File.read, file.write, file dot I mean file.read lines, file.read line, file.seek. We have seen all those methods, right? So we can use all those methods inside our with block now. So that is the concept of with statement. So this is the syntax. Here the main advantage is you don't have to worry about closing your file. So this with statement will automatically take care of closing your resources. So this is the point which you should remember, and this is the syntax for opening a file with the help of with keyword. Okay, so now I don't need these two lines, I am going to delete them. So with open file name as file, I am going to write. So I am opening it in append mode, right? So I am going to write the password for, I'm going to use f strings here. First my variable name is purpose, right? So the password for purpose is, and again in the new line I am going to write, and else I can use a new line character, right? So here my variable name is password. After that, I am going to add two more new lines. Okay. So just to make my file look good, I am adding two more new lines. I will show you why I am adding these new line characters before and after my string. Okay, now I don't have to worry about closing my file. That's it. So now let me run this. So first, before let me comment out these two lines, and let me copy this string first. So first, let me print what is happening inside this string so that you will understand what is going on here with this string. This is my string. Now let me clear everything in my terminal. Let me run this once again. So it is asking me for which website you need password. I am going to say Instagram, and I am going to enter the length as 8 characters. You can see here, this was my output. The password for Instagram is some strong password which is generated with the help of my Python program. Okay. So I am going to store this sentence inside a new txt file. So that's what I am doing here. Okay. Let me comment out this line, and let me uncomment these two lines. Let me run this program. So I am going to create password for Amazon, and my password length will be 10 characters. So that's it. You can see here a new file has been created called passwords.txt. And inside this file, you can find all the passwords. The password for Amazon is this strong password. So let me run this program once again. So after performing operations on the file, I want to close this also. So I am going to say the passwords are stored in passwords.txt file, and also I will print this. Let me run this. Let, let me run this once again. So now here I am going to create a password for Facebook, and my length of password is now 15 characters. You can see here it is showing me the password. The password for Facebook is, it is showing some strong password. And now we can use this password for logging in into our Facebook account. I mean for creating our Facebook account, or else if we already have a Facebook account means we can update to this password. Why? Because it is more secure, right? Instead of using some random names like India at 123 or your name at 123. So you can use these kind of strong passwords. Okay. Now also you don't have to remember these passwords all the time. So that's the reason why we are storing this password in separate file. So whenever you open password.txt file, here you can see the password for Facebook is so and so password. So it will get stored automatically in our file like this. And basically, if you are removing these new line characters means the empty spaces which are coming in between these lines will get deleted. So that's the point here. So that's why in order to align these things properly, I am using these new line characters. So that's it. So it is not mandatory to use these new line characters. If you are not using them means it will be the line right after line number 4, you will have this line number 8. So it will be like this. So now it will be more messy, right? So that's the reason why I am just adding those new line characters so that it will, my file will look neatly. So whenever I want password for Amazon, I can simply search for Amazon and I can copy this password. Whenever I want to log in into my Amazon account, I can copy this password and I can perform my login operation. Okay, so that's the thing. So like this, you can create a, I mean, you can create a strong password generator software with the help of Python programming language. So it is pretty simple, right? So we don't even have 35 lines of code. So in between, we have the syntax and all those extra lines. So apart from this, I think it will be done within 10 lines itself. Okay. So this is the thing about strong password generator software with the help of Python programming language. And we have one more step, right? This is the Python file. Now we need to convert this Python file into a software or a exe file. So how can we do that? Again, I am going to go in search as how to convert Python file into exe software. Now here I will get some answers like install the PyInstaller package. Okay. So I will ask ChatGPT this time. I will copy the same question. So what happened to ChatGPT? So seems like they are having some downtime. Let us leave it. Let us use Google itself. So here, let me enter into any one website. So here they are saying that, so you can see here, install the PyInstaller package. So we know about pip, right? So with the help of pip, we can install new modules. So first we need to install this PyInstaller module. After that, okay, save your Python script. Okay, we know that. After that, okay, we need to execute this command in our CMD. Okay, I got some answers. Now I am going to follow them. So what is my first step? I can execute commands directly in my VS Code itself, or else I can open a CMD here. So let me execute directly in VS Code itself. So that's the advantage of using VS Code, right? So I am going to say pip install PyInstaller. So how I know about this PyInstaller? Why? Because just now I have seen in the Google that with the help of this PyInstaller, we can convert our py files into exe files. Okay. All right. I have successfully installed PyInstaller. Now PyInstaller one file. I have seen this one file here somewhere. Okay. So here I have one file. Now my file name is main.py. So main.py. So let me hit enter. So let us see what is happening here. So automatically it has created some new folders. Let me show you. This time you can see here, I got some new folders here. So let us see what is happening here. So it is installing in the background. It is performing some kind of operations. Okay, it is still running in the background. Let us give it some time. It is creating a software, right? Yes, You can see here build exe completed successfully. All right. Now let us check our exe. So we got some folders here, build main. So I have nothing inside this folder. Let me open dist. Okay, inside this dist, I got a file called main.exe. So here I am having a file called main.exe. So let me run this file now. Let us see what will happen. So I've just opened this file and I'm waiting for it to open. It seems like we got some default logo here. So it is opening and closing instantly. So what is, we don't have any problem with our Python code. So let me check out this website once. So what happens if I add a sleep function here? So let me say from time import sleep. So before taking input, I am going to sleep for 2 seconds. So let us see what will happen if we add this sleep function. We know about sleep function, right? It will basically halt the execution of our program. So after completion of the program, I am going to sleep for 10 seconds. So let me run this file. I am getting error. Okay, from time import sleep. So it is waiting for 2 seconds. Now it is asking me for input. Now this time I am going to say like hacker rank. I am creating a password for my hacker rank and my length of password is 20 characters. So I got a password and it is saying the passwords are stored in the password.txt file. Let me check it. So yes, you can see this is my hacker rank account password now. So it has waited for 10 seconds. After that, my program got terminated successfully. All right. So again, let me delete all these files. Build dist main.spec. Let me run this once again. PyInstaller one file main.py. And in the meantime, I will check are there any other methods available to convert a Python file into exe file. So they are also saying about PyInstaller only. Here they are using so this AutoPy to exe. So we have another module also called AutoPy to exe. Seems like we can also use this one. Okay, here you can see we have options to add our own icon also. Okay, let me use this one now. So I have copied this command. So let me check this whether this is working or not. So let me open main.exe. It is waiting for 2 seconds. After that, it is showing some error and it is. So what happens if I say try except blocks here? I want to catch my error now. Except exception as the int key and sleep for 10 seconds. Okay, so let me first install this autopy to exe module. So pip install autopy to exe. So it is downloading from the internet. And let me delete these files now. Suppose if you want to execute commands in CMD, you can basically click on the empty space over here. In the top toolbar, you can click on this empty space, type CMD, hit enter. Now automatically command prompt will be opened in the specific path. YouTube Aavanto Python day 25 password generator is our directory, right? So inside this directory, automatically our command prompt will be opened. Now here you can run all the commands which you need. Okay. So it is still installing. Seems like it is very big module in Python. Okay, now I'm going to say py installer one file. Once again, I am trying to convert. That's it. Now my file name is main.py. Let me run this. Let us see what will happen this time. So here we have successfully installed AutoPy to exe also. So how to start this? So okay, first command is we need to say pip install AutoPy to exe. We have executed this command. Now the second command is AutoPy to exe. Now we need to execute this command. After executing this command, this pop-up will open. I mean, this AutoPy to exe software will open. So let us see. First, let me try with the normal method. Yeah, build successfully completed. So let me check the disk folder. So finally, it's not working. Our program is working properly, but this thing is not working. So now this time let me say AutoPy to exe. So yes, we got this. So this is what here, right? So we got the same window here also. So whenever I run this AutoPy to exe command, I am getting this window. So here I am going to choose my Python file. So click on browse. So here in the F drive, YouTube, Avanto Python, day 25, password generator main.py. So this is my Python file. I want this file to be in one file only. I don't want it to be in a single directory. So basically, if I choose one directory means there will be a lot of files in the same directory. Or let me choose one directory this time. Let us see what will happen. Okay, now I don't want to add any extra icons, but if you want to choose your own icon means, suppose if you want to add your own icon means you can choose your icon here. Okay. So default icon is okay for me. Let me click on convert py to exe. So you can see here the conversion has started. So let us wait for some time so that let us see what is happening here, what will happen here. So like this, that's what I am saying from last few days. So depending upon your requirement, all you need to know is how to search your requirement in internet. So if you are entering a proper prompt in Google means you will definitely get a correct answer. Now I got answers like py installer. So it is not working for me. So now I have chosen AutoPy to exe. So let us see this. So I am going to click on open output folder. So it has opened a folder for me, main. So I'm having lot of files here. So here I got main.exe. So here I am having main.exe. Let me run this. So I think here also it is not working. Seems like there is problem with my laptop. Actually, it will work. There is no error in our program. If I run this program, it is working properly. I'm getting the desired output. I'm storing my passwords in a separate txt file. Everything is proper here. But it seems like there is some issue with my laptop. So that's what I think here. So you can try this once, or else there might be some issue with this software. Okay, so like this we can convert a Python file into exe file, but actually this should work. So so once again I will choose for one file. So I'm going to say AutoPy to exe. So previously I have chosen one folder, right? Let me close all these files. So this is my Python file. This time it will be one file. Let me click on convert py to exe and let me wait for a few more seconds. So if it is again not working means simply there are two reasons. There might be some kind of issue with my laptop, or else there might be some kind of issue with this autopy to exe software. That's it. So it has nothing to do with you. Okay. So it's not your mistake. So this time, if I choose one file, I got this Python file itself. At least it is not showing me what kind of error I am getting also. I am using try and accept blocks here. So it should show me what kind of error I am getting. If I directly run this program, I am not getting any kind of errors. I will delete this once again. And finally, let me try this for one more time. I'm just importing random module and I'm importing time module and I'm just using a for loop. That's it. Apart from this, I am not doing anything here. So fine, it is not working for me. You can try this once. It may work for you. I think there is some kind of problem with my laptop only. Okay. So this was our small real-time project. So like this, you can create a strong password generator app using your Python programming knowledge. So far, I'm not using any new concepts here. I am using modules. I'm using functions. I am using a loop. I am using print functions. I am using file handling. Apart from this, I'm not using anything here. So that's the thing. Like this, you can create your own projects. I mean, now you can create a software like a gaming software for playing rock paper and scissor game. So you know about rock paper scissor, right? So for that you can create your own Python program. For that also, in order to choose randomly choose rock or paper or scissor, again you can use this same random dot choice function. So it's up to you now. So now I have taught you all the basic concepts and also some of the complex concepts which are available in Python programming language. And these concepts are enough. These concepts are more than enough for you to write any program, to write any code, to work on any project. Okay. Now, apart from this, if you are seeing some other things, means basically they will be modules only. If you are looking at Google and you saw some modules like Pandas or TensorFlow or Scikit-learn or OpenCV, they also belongs to Python only. But in Python, I have told you that there are hundreds and thousands of modules. So you all you should know is how to use that module. So whenever you look at a module, what will you see? A import statement. So import module name. After that, module name dot function name. Apart from this, you will have nothing. So it doesn't matter whether it is pandas or numpy or scikit-learn or anything. So there will be import pandas and pandas dot data frames. I mean function name. That's it. So there we have a function called df, which stands for data frames to work with Excel files. Okay, like this. Now, whenever you look at any program, you can automatically understand what is happening inside that code. So someone is showing you a Python program, you can easily figure out what is happening there. So there is a loop, there is a if condition, that's it. So there is a module and they are using the functions of that module. So apart from that, there is nothing new in Python. Okay. So whatever the concepts which I have taught you in this Python course in these 25 days, these concepts are more than enough. And these are the available concepts in Python. And apart from this, we have something like um, generator, and I think we have a concept called generator, but I don't know why we use that. So far I don't know why we use that concept in Python programming language. So you can basically ignore all those concepts. So whatever the things which I taught you, these things are more than enough for you to do any, for you to work on any project. Suppose if you are working on some big project means, so basically what will you do there? You will use some new modules, that's it. So you are working on a project means you will use some new modules. Here I have shown you that previously we don't know about random module. We don't know that there is a module called random which even exists. But today I got a requirement to choose a random character from a string. So I have searched in the Google. I got some answers. So I got a random. I got to know about random module. So I'm just using that random module in my code. So that's it. That's what I am doing here. Okay, so like this, you need to search your requirement on the Google. You will find answers and make use of those answers. So again, you don't have to remember all the modules. And also, I told you this previously. Suppose if I teach you all the concepts in pandas, numpy, or what modules we have like TensorFlow, OpenCV, then definitely I can assure you one thing. After 2 to 3 months, you will forget all the functions which are available in that module. Okay, you will not even remember a single function. So if you want to remember that function means all you should do is you need to keep on practicing on that module. So why will you work on pandas module if you don't have any kind of requirement? Let me ask you a question. Do you have a requirement to work with Excel files now? If you have a requirement means you can search for pandas module in Google. You will get lot of content in order to learn that module. So basically, you will be importing that module. You will be using the functions which are available in that module. Here we have imported a module called random, and we are just using random.choice function. So this is what we will do in pandas also. This is what we will do in NumPy also. This is what we will do in OpenCV module also. So everything is common. We have seen how to use it. Now we know how to use them, how to call a function. We know what is meant by a function, what is a module, what is a class, what is an object. Now we know all those things. So now we can basically work on any project. Now we know all the concepts of Python programming language. If you want to work on machine learning means learn the modules like TensorFlow, OpenCV, etc. If you want to work on data science means learn modules like Matplotlib for data visualization and pandas for managing data, learn NumPy for complex calculations. And like this, if you want to work on computer vision, pattern recognition, means for that you can use again that OpenCV module. So like this, we have a lot of modules depending upon our requirement. All we need to know is how to search our requirement on the Google. And if we are searching that requirement properly, means we will definitely get a proper answer, and we can make use of that answer. Like what I did today. I have just took this random.choice function from the Google, right? So like this, you can also do. So I hope you clearly understood what my intention is and what I am supposed and what I am telling. Okay. So of course I will share this code also, and also I will upload this recorded video in the YouTube. And now if you have any doubts, you can ask me. So once again, let me make sure one thing. So whatever the topics which I taught you so far, they are more than enough to work on any project. And also one more thing, these are the topics which were available in almost all kind of programming languages like Java or C. We may have some extra concepts there. And also at the same time, what can I say? We don't have list comprehensions in C programming language. So Raviteja, I will explain. There is nothing like weekend class. I will explain about how master class work. So I will explain about that. And yes, Lakshmi, this is the last class. So today is the last class. And also one more thing. Today I will be sharing a quiz with you. Again, same in the Google Forms. This will be your last quiz. So attempt that quiz before tomorrow evening or tomorrow morning. I will share, and before tomorrow evening, complete that quiz. And depending upon your performance in all the quizzes, if you are getting more than 50% in any three quizzes means I will share you the certificate. Okay, I will send you certificates directly to your emails. So Nagaraju, today we did that only. Today we discussed a real-time project, right? Okay, Pushparat, I will explain it once again. So Pawan, this is a basic project. So you can work on some complex projects also, right? If you want to mention, of course, you can mention it in your resume. No one is going to stop you. But apart from this, try to do some other projects also. So there is no need of enumerate function. What will you do? I never use it. So far, I never used that enumerate function in Python. So that's what I'm telling. So what are the topics which you know so far? Concentrate on those topics. Okay, now if you want to learn new topics means come to me. I am going to ask few questions from the topics which we have discussed so far. If you are answering all the answer, if you are giving all the answers correctly means I will teach whatever you want. Yesterday I told that I will explain about enum function, not enumerate function. Okay, Kavya, I will share you the some normal general interview questions of Python in WhatsApp group. ESV file is nothing but comma separated values. That's it. Here we will have some values which are separated with comma. ESV stands for comma separated values. So if you want problem on list comprehension in HackerRank means, of course you can search it in HackerRank. Otherwise, if I find any problem means, I will share that in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Now first I will explain about how master class works. After that, I will explain about your mock interviews and job assistance, all those things. Okay. So Kavya, already we are sharing those job postings on, I mean, Instagram, right? So again, if we share the same things in WhatsApp, some people may find that uncomfortable. Why? Because if they are finding a lot of messages are coming in the WhatsApp group, means they will leave the group. Okay, fine. So first, listen to these things carefully. So here the point is the first thing about master class. So it will be on mostly Sundays, and I'm not telling you any particular date. Okay, I will later I will share it on WhatsApp group. And also one more thing is, it will be of duration 2 to 3 hours. Minimum it will be of 2 hours. Okay, and after completion of that master class, you will get a certificate. And the one more thing is, some master classes are free and some are paid. If I am saying that paid means, don't think like I am going to charge for like 5,000 or 10,000 rupees. It will be a basic fee of 199 rupees or 149 rupees, etc. It will be 149 rupees or 199 rupees. That's it. Apart from that, I am not going to charge any extra. Maximum it will be 499 rupees. Apart from 490, it will not exceed 499 rupees. Okay. Minimum it will be 149 rupees. In between only I will charge. And also one more thing is, uh, I will charge means, you are not going to pay directly to me. It is from company side, right? Basically I am teaching from company. Okay, it is not, I am not individually teaching you people. Okay. So the reason for why I am charging means, I mean the company is charging because, so while starting this, listen to my words carefully. So before starting these Python classes, we got 3,000 registrations. So listen to my words. We got 3,000 registrations. 3,000 people have registered for these free Python classes. And after that, we have two WhatsApp groups, Python at Avanto 1, Python at Avanto 2. In those two WhatsApp groups, we have approximately 2,000 students. In each group, we have around 980 plus students. So approximately we have 2,000 students in both WhatsApp groups. And among those 2,000 students, how many are attending the live classes? See for yourself. Only 118 people are present now. So among 2000, only 118 students are present in the live class. That too, I told that today is final class. Today we are going to do a small real-time project. After telling all these things, we got only 117 students now. So if we offer free classes means, basically students are not giving value to those classes. So that is what happening here. If it is free means, okay, it is free, right? So we don't have to attend. So like that, they are just ignoring the classes. Suppose if you are thinking that they might be watching live videos, stay with me. I will show you one more thing. So check out here for day 15, for the video of day 15, I got 174 views. For day 16, I got 162 views. Now, how many people do we have in the WhatsApp group? Approximately 2,000 students. And among them, how many are watching live classes? Around 150 plus. And 100 plus students are joining in the live classes. And do you know what happened? So in the Google, we have contacted Google Meet and we have purchased their enterprise edition plan. So you can check for yourself after completion of this class, create a Google Meet. Okay. After that, there you will see that you will not have an option for recording the class. And for you, the maximum participants limit will be 100 only. Okay. Apart from 100 participants, others cannot join in your Google Meet account. So here, we spoke to Google team. So we have purchased their enterprise edition. So they gave us option to record our class. After that, they gave us maximum limit of 2,000 participants, which means 2,000 participants can join in this meet now. So actually, I thought there are 2,000 people in WhatsApp group. So 2,000 students are going to join. So that's the reason why I told them that we need 2,000 participants limit. So they increased our limit. And now after completion of this month, on the 9th of July, they charged around 18,000. So for providing 1 month, they charged 18,000 for that enterprise plan. So the participants limit is 2,000. We have feature of class recording. For these two features, they have charged 18,000 and the company should pay this. And they are asking me that you told that you need 2,000 participants limit. Only not even 150 students are joining in the class. So explain. They are asking me to explain. What should I say? So basically, if we offer free classes, means students are not properly making use of it. They are just ignoring it. So that's the reason why I am planning to. I mean, the company is planning to charge a basic amount like 149 rupees or 199 rupees. So if you see amount like this, means only interested students will pay and they only join. So now, if you are paying 199 rupees, means you will definitely attend that class. You will not miss that class. So why? Because you have paid 199 rupees, you need to make use of that money. And these days, you know that with the help of 199 rupees, we can't even purchase a biryani, right? So if you enter a restaurant, you can easily pay bill up to 2,000, something like that. If you are entering with your friends. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. I hope you can understand what I am trying to explain. So this is the reason why we are charging. And please don't say that it is hard to pay 199 rupees, because I know that whenever you enter a restaurant, you will easily pay 400 rupees minimum. Okay, so this is the thing about master classes. I will share updates regarding master class in the WhatsApp group. So basically, you can join them. So in the master class, suppose in one master class, we are going to completely discuss about how Git and GitHub works. We are going to discuss about concepts like open source, closed source, all those things. After that, in one master class, we can work on a complex real-time project in Python. So in the meantime, what you should do means, so as a student, you should practice all the concepts which we have discussed so far. You should keep on practicing all those concepts. So then only you will master in Python. Okay. Now, once you are clear with the basics means, then we can easily and happily work on a complex real-time project. Okay. So we can conduct a separate master class for NumPy and Pandas module. So we can conduct a separate master class for the working of full stack web development. And in future, actually, I am planning to start a new full stack web development course. So where I will be teaching HTML, CSS, JavaScript, apart from that Node.js. So we can do all those things there. All right. So that full stack web development will be a complete course. It will be like 2 to 3 months. It will not be a master class. So it is completely different. Okay, Priya, I will share the Telegram link. And so Sai Kumar, I didn't get your question. What is meant by explain list comprehension in hacker rank? So this is the concept of list comprehension. It is nothing but using a for loop. So let me open that. So list comprehension is nothing but using a for loop inside a list. That's it. So this is the concept of list comprehension. If you want to, so in case if you have any kind of confusions means, I highly recommend you to check out the recorded video. Why? Because I have told you the same things again and again. So that's the reason. And also one more thing, someone asked about with, right? So basically with is a keyword, and with the help of this with statement, we don't need to worry about closing a file. So this is the syntax with open as file. Now here, this line number 36 is similar to file equal to open and file dot close. So now here the point is, you don't have to use file.close. Why? Because this with will automatically close the file. You don't have to worry about closing the file. And also the one more thing is, you are using this open function here, right? At line number 35, you should place this open function call after with keyword followed by as and followed by your variable name. Here I am saying file equal to open txt in append mode. So the same thing I can say with open file name as file. So with the help of this file variable, now I can access all the methods like file.read, file.write, file.read lines. I can access all those methods depending upon my mode. If I am opening it in read mode means I can call functions like read lines, read line. If I'm opening in W mode means I can perform write operation. And similarly, if I'm opening it in A mode, which is append mode means again I can use this write function. So with the help of this file, it can be any variable name. It is not mandatory to say file. It can be anything. It can be data. It can be pass. It can be anything. So you should call the function with the help of the variable name, which is present after as keyword. So after as keyword, you will have your variable name. So I've shown you the syntax also, right? So with open as variable name. So whenever I say variable name, basically it means it can be anything. It can be any name of your own choice. So this is the syntax of which statement in Python. So like this also, you can open a file. Okay. So I don't know which problem is in hacker rank, Sai Kumar. If you want, you can share the link now in the chat section. Yes, of course, Kavya. Suppose if you are starting any new training or else if you are starting any new master class means definitely I will post it in WhatsApp group. And in the meantime, just to stay in that group. I am not going to send daily good morning messages, good evening messages there. Okay. So it will be official group only. I will share only the important messages only in that group. So for getting more information from Avanto Technology, stay in that group. And also remember this point, after completion of this class, I am going to share you the feedback link. It will be a new link, and I am requesting everyone to submit the feedback. And also, there is one more thing which I should show. So, if you enter into avanto.com, this is our company website. So here you can find the testimonial section. So suppose if you are interested means you can send your videos like this to me. You can personally send videos like this to me, testimonial videos. I will post it in our website on behalf of you. So if you want to get some recognition, then you can do this. Okay, so basically you can share your feedback on these Python classes. You can share your feedback on me in a video format like this. So go to avanto.com and check out this video. You can submit your feedback also like this in video format. And with your permission, I will post this in our website. Okay. So if you want to get famous, you can do this. So it will be better, and it will also give you much more confidence, right? And also your video is present in the company website. It is great thing, right? So uh, everyone can do this. Everyone can send their video feedback to me. And also one more thing, uh, initially I told you that we also offer abroad consultancy services. So if anyone from your side or your relatives or your friends, if anyone is interested in studying abroad means, I will send you a message in WhatsApp. You can contact to that number directly. I will send you the details in the WhatsApp group. Contact to that number if you have any doubts regarding studying MS in abroad countries like USA, Canada, Australia, etc. Okay. So there is no fees if you want to study in America. We will do all the process for free only. Okay. All you need to do is you need to pay fee for you need to pay your admission fee. You need to complete your exams like IELTS or Duolingo, etc. After that, you need to pay for visa interview. You need to attend the visa interview. If you are successfully cracking the visa interview means you can directly fly to US. That's the process. Prashant, not Prashant, Sai Kumar, you can share me the link itself. So fine, you can send me this link separately in the WhatsApp. I will check that and I will explain it. I will explain it to you separately. So what about mock interviews? So Priya, we will let you know. We will share. We will tell you all those details in the WhatsApp group regarding placements and mock interviews. So also where to submit. So Naveen, you can directly send your video feedback to me. You can send it to my personal WhatsApp number. You have my number in the WhatsApp group, right? I am one of there are two admins and I am one of them. You can send that video feedback to me. And if you are okay means I will post that in the company website. Everyone can do this, not only Naveen, everyone can send your video feedback to me regarding this Python course and also regarding about me, whatever you want to explain or whatever you want to express, you can express those things in that video feedback. Okay, and I will share the details of mock interviews and any hiring in Avanto Technology itself in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And the normal job postings, we are doing that regularly in Instagram. So you can check out our Insta account for that. So Gopichand, of course, I will try to help in case if I am busy with some other work means you may find some delay in getting reply. That's it. You can send any messages to me. I will try to reply as soon as possible. And also after completion of this session, I will upload this video also in YouTube, and I will share you the playlist where you will find the 25 videos. Okay, and you can access that GitHub link anytime, anywhere. You can basically access to all the programs. Okay, I will share the Telegram link also. So Sai Kumar is asking me to open Hacker Rank. So tomorrow morning I will share the final quiz and complete that quiz before tomorrow evening, and before Sunday you will get your certificates. So these are the few important things which I wanted to explain. So the main thing is regarding abroad services. So if you are interested to study in MS in abroad countries means, feel free to contact us. We will guide you. We will help you. We will also provide accommodation to you. Okay, I will share all those details in the WhatsApp group after completion of this session. And also don't leave that group. Why? Because I only send important messages in that group. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. And also, I will share the Instagram link, LinkedIn link, Telegram link, all those links in the WhatsApp. Don't worry. And also, I will share my LinkedIn link also. I mean, my LinkedIn profile URL. So, yes, tell me, Sai Kumar, which problem you want? List comprehensions. Cannot find anything like list comprehensions. Let me search for. Okay, they are taking 4 numbers. Fine, Sai Kumar, I got the problem actually. I will explain, I will send the code of this problem and I will explain this to you separately in the WhatsApp group. Text me personally. So why? Because the time is already 8:49, right? I'm going to stop the recording now.